The News Minute is reporting live from Wayanad, the epicenter of landslides, which has almost killed 246 people, according to uh, Kerala Health Minister Veena George. We are right now here outside the collector's office, where there is going to be a meeting of ministers, from where the efforts, the relief and rescue efforts, are being coordinated through multiple agencies. In a short while from now, the chief minister is also expected here. So even on day three, the rescue and relief operations are still underway in full swing. The Bailey Bridge that is being constructed by the Indian Army is almost done, is what we are hearing. The bridge is essential to carry out relief and rescue operations, because the problem that the authorities are facing is that they have enough manpower. They have been combing that entire area. They have reached out to the survivors, and they have brought those survivors to the relief camps and to the hospitals. But when it comes to looking out for the dead bodies, uh, they have combed that entire place, particularly the Churamala area, where they have found all these dead bodies that are there on the surface, and the bodies have been retrieved. But what difficulty the rescue authorities are facing at this point in time is that there are huge boulders, and the buildings are completely collapsed. Almost all the houses are completely collapsed. So they fear that there could be people who are trapped inside the rubble. So that is something that needs to be cleared. And carrying out relief and rescue operations in that terrain is extremely difficult, because the bridge that connects Churamala to Mundakai is completely cut off. And they were using a temporary bridge to send in rescue teams. There are NDRF rescue teams, there are Kerala State Disaster Management rescue teams, and rescue teams who have come from Tamil Nadu, and the local civil defense personnel. All of them are pressed into service to carry out relief and rescue operations. But Harita, they have reached out to to Mundakai, the places where which was cut off until 48 hours ago.
Not all the places in Mundakai, some of the estates, some of the tea plantations, they haven't yet reached. The Harrison plantations, there were the rescue operators who were talking to me yesterday. They were telling that in the other part of the Harrison estate, they were not yet able to reach, and some of the migrant laborers who were working, almost 50 of them are still missing, according to a ward member of Mundakai. So he was telling like almost 50 laborers who were working in these estates are missing. And even at the Atamala region, like many of the laborers, some of the residents are also still missing. The rescue operators couldn't. Atamala, only Navy and some of the NDRF officials were able to reach. Like the normal volunteers or rescue operators were not able to reach Atamala yet. But yeah, they are trying. Maybe after the construction of the bridge, like more people can reach up to Mundakai and Atamala. And also now, like 11 ministers in the cabinet will be present here in the collectorate, and they'll have a meeting. And only after that, the more coordination to the rescue operation will be planned. And maybe in 2 days, they'll have more rescue operators and other mechanisms to be implemented at the spot.
So that's something which is essential. The bridge that is being constructed by the Indian Army, the Bailey Bridge, which can carry more than 240 tons of weight, is what the authorities are telling us. Major General Matthew is someone who is overseeing the relief and rescue operations on behalf of the Indian Navy. The Madras Regiment's engineering wing is pressed into service. They have been working overtime. That for the past 24 hours they have been working, and it's the work is being carried out on war footing basis to construct that bridge, because they want to move all these heavy vehicles to the other side of the road, because other side of the bridge, because that is something which is very essential at this point in time, because the relief and rescue teams are being they are walking uphill, and they have reached the spots, and they have tried to carry out rescue operations to a certain extent, but beyond that they are unable to move because of large amount of boulders and all these rubble that is present there. It's impossible for the rescue teams to do it manually. So they need heavy machinery. They need all these earth movers and excavators. So that is something that is required at the moment at Mundakai, which is completely devastated. It's flattened. That's what the rescue officials were telling us yesterday, because that entire area, the sludge is at least up till 10 feet, and people have to, people have to. Uh, the people are finding it very difficult to reach to certain areas, because it's a very unfamiliar terrain for the rescue authorities as well. Because yesterday when we were there at Churumala, they were actually warning us that we cannot walk into different directions. We have to only walk where there are
where the footprints are
where
there.
the footprints
And
are.
also mainly the rains are not stopping. That's the main challenge before the rescue authorities now, that the rains are still continuing, and the afternoons, every afternoons the intensity of the rains are increasing, and even the water levels of the rivers are increasing. So that makes that makeshift bridge to collapse again, and they have to reconstruct it again to carry on the rescue operations. And those who are the other side of the bridge are also getting trapped due to this like extreme weather conditions. That's the main thing. The rain is the main problem, main challenge they face at present.
And also, the Kerala Police's K9 unit was pressed into service yesterday with sniffer dogs. They were trying to find if there are people who are trapped inside, if there are dead bodies that are trapped inside, and they have found some dead bodies as well. But the focus remains Mundakai, which is still inaccessible. Certain parts of Mundakai is still inaccessible. So that is where the entire focus of these relief and rescue operations are on at the moment. So the bridge that is being constructed by the Indian Navy is essential. It holds key to this entire operation. And according to army sources, they say that the bridge will be operational by this afternoon. And after that, they are planning to move all the heavy vehicles that have been brought in, the earth movers. Some of the earth movers have been brought in from other districts, from Palakkad, from other areas of Tamil Nadu as well. So the authorities are actually contacting the contractors and the builders to send in their earth movers and heavy machinery, because once the heavy machinery reaches in these areas, it will be easy for the rescue authorities to actually move those giant boulders, the heavy boulders, which is filled in that area. So that is something that is a cause of concern for the authorities at the moment. So even as we speak, the coordination work is being carried out from this center, and ministers will be here in a short while from
10:30
now.
by 10:30 the meeting will be starting, and the chief minister has already started from Calicut. So by 10:30 all the ministers will be here and the meeting will be started.
Well, that's the update from the collector's office and from Wayanad. We will be moving to other areas and other camps to talk to people and find out what exactly has happened in those areas. And one update that we got this morning from the health minister of Kerala is that Nilambur is one area from where they have retrieved at least 140 bodies. Harita, how far is Nilambur, and what exactly has happened in Nilambur that so many bodies have reached there?
So this is almost like 100 kilometers from here. So the bodies might have flown through Chaliyar, and yesterday they have recovered 30 bodies from the river in Nilambur, and more bodies are expected from Nilambur to arrive at Mepadi. Our colleague Cora is at Mepadi Hospital, where the bodies will be brought first, and only after the inspection from the Mepadi Hospital, it will be distributed to other hospitals in Mepadi itself. So the dead bodies from Mundakai have been gone through this river, like gone traveled kilometers, even up to 100 and 150 kilometers apart from this particular epicenter. It has gone. So that shows the intensity and the worst thing that happened here.
Well, that's the update from Wayanad. We will be coming back to you. So stay tuned to News Minute and follow all our live updates and our stories and videos on our website as well as on our YouTube channel. Thank you.